Madrid leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Zalewski. He's a sharp little ball here. Donnarumma gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Bernardo Silva looking understandably energised after his goal. Zappacosta. And they're back on the ball again. Now it's Mbappe. And he's in on goal. It's Lewandowski! Sticks it away! And this is getting better and better. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Madrid are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Koundé, and back to the goalkeeper. And Bardakcha. Not the most accurate pass. He's looking wide, and he's had it nicked away. De Roon. Zappacosta. And De Ketelaere. Bardakci. Well, that pass isn't the best. The less said about that pass, the better. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Nicely weighted ball. That has been cut short. And he's gone looking for safety. De Roon. He is through here. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Good ball, good take. It is a corner. He's there to head it!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Zappacosta. And smartly reclaimed. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Bernardo Silva. Just eases him off the ball. Tries to pass it through. It's been slipped through. And the shot! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Mbappe has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Scalvini. And there is the half-time whistle. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Madrid sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up. And we're underway again. Now it's Mbappe. McAllister. Great defending, strong and determined. Scalvini. Scamacca. And De Ketelaere. Can he get on the end of this? De Ketelaere gets into a good position. Climbs up big! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Defending was strong and firm. And this is Bernardo Silva. And this is Lewandowski. And the finish! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Nuno Mendes deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
De Roon. Oh, there's a probing ball. McAllister. Now it's Lewandowski, looking for the run.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement.
Header! And that has been cleared. Decent chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And it's there! And they are cruising away. Some heroic goalkeeping. But even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Madrid find a position of real strength now.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Mbappe being hunted in packs.
Well, he's profited handsomely already in this match, and at last their sense of danger has brought them to a possible solution. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now it's Mbappe. And this is Lewandowski. And it's Bernardo Silva. This might spell danger. And it's played in. That's going to go a long way. Madrid have it back and can go again. Bernardo Silva. Can he get it through? He's in a great position here. Pings it across. Zappacosta. The ball has bounced loose now. He'll try to keep this alive. Hit into the middle. Keeper has taken decisive action. Looking for options for movement. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And he shoots! It goes to show he is human after all.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 14.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, he's looking for instructions, probably something along the lines of go make a nuisance of yourself.
The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Passing nice and neat. Madrid perhaps contemplating their next change here. 75 minutes played. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Look at the space here. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El
Both
dorsal
sides
5.
then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 21. El dorsal
And now a sudden
Se va a
chance to
realizar un
counter.
cambio de jugadores.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's shifting through the gears. Bullish header! Madrid have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Madrid are almost home and dry now. Well read, nice interception. Colomboani, and that's been intercepted. And that looks a decent ball. Vardiol. Vardiol with the clearance. Aimed beyond the defence. Colomboani, shot a goal! It's a goal! Yet another goal in an awesome performance! They are in complete charge! That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. Killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Madrid are having a ball here. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Well, they could break here. And he's picked out the run. There's the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Lookman gets rid without sophistication. Well, and that's that. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
The famous yellow wall stands tall. This has to be one of the most iconic places in European football. McAllister, a player joining here, a pretty exclusive club. This game is the 200th in his career for this side.
Yeah, he's the mainstay in this team, Peter, and his value can never be underestimated. One of the first names on the team sheet, a priceless asset.
And already we're underway here.
I think this is a formation that offers excellent balance, Peter.
Particularly tried and tested in the Italian game, of course.
Yeah, and exported with great success too, because it allows half of the team to commit to either attack.
And the shot! Oh, it's come loose. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. He's gone for goal! And the ball's come loose here. Borussia Dortmund are looking to go forward now. That has not gone well. Fabio Silva. Now it's Lewandowski. Mbappe is onto this. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Fabio Silva. Now it's Guirassy. And it's made its way to him. Madrid are applying all the early pressure.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
Lewandowski delivers. Oh, well, that is not a great touch.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. And here's shoots!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Nemecha. Nuno Mendes. Cleared away. Nicked it back promptly. Quality ball. Now it's Guirassy. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. That's a good ball out wide. Foot in. Now he's off and running. And that's been won straight back. In with the challenge. Oh, this looks sharp.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Schlotterbeck makes the interception. Nemecha. Now it's Guirassy. Knocks it into space. He's shifting through the gears here. Terrific header. Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Anton. Good pressure, determined, intense. Pass somewhat off target. Nicely weighted ball. And he's done very well to take that back. And the counter is on. And he welcomes it in. He's in space and looking for options. Keeper has taken decisive action.
That's well played. He knew he had to mop that up.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And there's green grass ahead of him. Guirassy. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Mbappe.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Some front-footed pressing going on here. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. McAllister, that has ended up in no man's land. Well, good play on the left-hand side here.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Lewandowski, and he shoots! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. Koundé. And it's Bernardo Silva. Big header! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
There's the whistle for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
Just a
The
quick
midway point of the game.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained, so I'm looking forward to what's to come.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And we're underway again. So the first half brought no goals. Nuno Mendes. Rudiger. Girassi did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. It's a pretty loose pass. And here's Lewandowski. Threads one in. Oh, shooting! It's fallen kindly here. It's there. And finally, he has breathed life into the game. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Robert Lewandowski.
Madrid have penetrated for the first time.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Koundé. And it's Frattesi. Looking for options for movement. Lewandowski does really well to win the ball there. Nemecha. Bardazzi. And he's gone searching crossfield. Now it's Fabio Silva. He's picked his way through, and that's gone loose. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Crosses it in. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Bernardo Silva.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Can he finish? Oh, taken with style. And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. And And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And yes, it's him again. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Substitution.
Madrid are doing very nicely, thank you.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Bardazzi. Madrid still have the cards to affect this game. And this is Lewandowski. Anton gets rid without sophistication. So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
Number 27.
Madrid looking to pass their way through.
Substitutions taking place.
Bruno Mendes. Can he finish? Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And he is away. The launch of a brand new hero.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
"3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Valverde. Madrid have hit a quick-fire double here. Madrid have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Tries the cross. Ryerson. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Bernardo Silva. And it's Bernardo Silva for Valverde. And they've switched it over to the other side.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
And it's Mendes. Bardazzi. And here's Bernardo Silva. That's a lovely pass. And that has been clubbed away. That's a throw. Time for a change in personnel.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Ferran Torres. Good ball, good take. Adeyemi, played out to the left flank. Ferran Torres. Now it's Mbappe. He's in a good position. Takes a shot! Lacking in accuracy.
Oh, it was a brilliant touch to set himself up. Just a shame that the finish let him down.
So 3-0 now, and surely there'll be no twists in the plot. And here's Fratesi. has a shot! And that has kept the keeper on his toes.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Madrid clearly now in lead preservation mode. And it's Son Heung-min. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Four extra minutes added on. It's a good foot in there. Valverde. For Ferran Torres. Can he get it through? Ferran Torres! Goal! It is no contest. It is a landslide. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Madrid. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Madrid looking by any yardstick formidable, truly enjoyable to watch and clearly so together. That was a terrific day for them. So Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
And with that, it's time for me to
Hello
thank Jim
everybody,
Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
You all to kindly stay seated during the match. Thank you.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Hoy se enfrentan
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, this guy, Alexis McAllister, is someone whose stock rose dramatically due to his exploits with the national side. But he's someone I see as a born footballer. I mean, he can play the 6th position, he can play in the number 8 position, but I feel he's probably best suited to the number 10 role because I think he has that creative edge, he has that craft, and that's where he should be used to greatest effect.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. The action has already started. Oh, what a climb! Just off target.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Lewandowski wins the duel this time, and the counter is on. Now this could be a chance. Now it's Bernardo Silva. Brilliantly cut out. He's looking wide. That has been cut short. Nuno Mendes. And here's Mbappe. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
And that's another throw. Distributed tidily. Shooten.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Great ball if he can get there. He rises! In he goes again! Goal! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
El dorsal 5.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
That's going right the way across. Fratesi. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Terrific header! No, not the best of headers. Turns back here, probably the best option. Bardakci gets a foot in here. Now it's Mbappe. Bardakcia tries to pass it through. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Fairman. Chooses to go cross-field. Gets a good foot in there. Mbappe has found the net here, of course. Great vision. Bernardo Silva. Big chance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Tries to play it through. Fairman. Bernardo Silva. Can he get on the end of this? It's a throw-in. And it's Koundé. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And there's the shot! A whisker high.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Fair man.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
And he's managed to get free. Saliba. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. In with the challenge. Now it's Mbappe. It's a really well-measured ball. Oh, he's found support out wide. Big header! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Fair man. Koundé cuts it out. And here's Mbappe.
2 minutos de descuento.
Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. The final seconds now. And here's Mbappe. Can he finish? Ooh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. Madrid are up by 1 then, but really feel they should be up by more. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think the scoreline offers a fair reflection of the level of endeavour for both teams. I think they lead because they did most of the probing. A little more penetration, I think, should help them get the job done.
Madrid have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 14.
Here we go again.
Sustituido por el dorsal
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Badaxi does well to get it back. Foot in. Well, there's the clearance. Looking to play him in. Real chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Bernardo Silva. Madrid come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a
Chance! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Mbappe has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Dest. Somewhat off target. Now it's Mbappe. Shot a goal! Fairman clears. It's good pressure, good intensity.
Well, to be fair to that defence, it's nigh on impossible to cater for such astute movement, but at least, eventually, they've made the right call.
Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Oh, that's fabulous. And it's with the keeper. Deftly away.
La asistencia a este partido asciende a 80.314 espectadores.
Chooses to go crossfield. And it's Bernardo Silva, looking for options for movement. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
El dorsal 5, el dorsal 9
Till
serán sustituidos por el dorsal 21.
Madrid
El dorsal
still
18.
have the cards
Se
to
va a
affect this
realizar un
game.
cambio de jugadores.
Fratesi. That's a good ball out wide. Kolomuani. Now that's well seen too. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. No, it's come to nothing. There will be a throw-in. So there's going to be another change here.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 8, el dorsal 15 serán
Fairman.
sustituidos por el dorsal 13, el dorsal 10.
And Shelton. Till. Played out to the left flank. PSV making consecutive changes here.
Cambio de jugadores.
Ferran Torres. Fratesi. And it's Son Heung-min. Now there's a fine ball. Kolomuani's cross. Fairman. And he's been shifted off it. And here's Ferran Torres. And here's Valverde. And it's played into the middle. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Kolomuani! He's got a goal! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Madrid are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Fairman. Can he get it through? He's in plenty of space here. He'll try to keep this alive. That'll be a throw-in. Couple of changes then in quick succession. So the die is cast. It is time for Mr. Crash Bang Wallop.
Yeah, this will make things interesting. He's definitely one of those players who can deliver in a situation like this.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Gets a good foot in there.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Madrid have time on their side now, as well as a two-goal lead. It is just about done. What a throw in. And that's definitely not his best. And that has been clubbed away. Shooten. He's got away. Decent chance! It's run loose. Oh, he's been in for the pieces. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
Minutos de descuento.
He will be livid with himself. Till, great defending, strong and determined. McAllister. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Shooten. Now Fairman. He's picked his way through. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Madrid can probably lay claim to the title of having been the better side here. Certainly more results-driven as they went about their business in an efficient manner. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
I think the wide players will be very important here, Peter. A lot is going to be asked of them.
Yeah, they've got a fair bit of work to get through.
Yeah, because they're going to have to cover the flanks on their own. They need to push up and establish some menace, some control, press from the front and act like auxiliary wingers, if you will, while also doing a fair bit of defending. And what's more, they're often expected to be the main supply routes in the side.
Could be danger here. Opts for safety. Engages and forces him off the ball. Lewandowski. Can he get it? He's having a shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. should get the job done. Can he finish? It's in! An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Inter Milan are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Carlos Augusto. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Lewandowski! Now that is commitment to the cause. De Vrij clears. And now a sudden chance to counter. Not the most accurate pass. And here's Mbappe. Chance for a shot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, talking about creating a problem for yourself, OK, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
Now it's Lewandowski. Passing is crisp and sharp. It's Mendes. Oh, important interception. Mkhitaryan. Inter Milan were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions.
Carlos Augusto. And he's managed to get free. There they go, hunting in packs. Fratesi. Bastoni getting this one clear. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Bernardo Silva delivers. And that has been cleared. There's the shot! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Stefan De Vrij. And Bisek. Sucic. And Bisek. And it's Stefan De Vrij. It's a searching pass. Played towards the other side.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Bardakci does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Rudiger. Nuno Mendes. Back towards the middle. McAllister. And it's Bernardo Silva. Mkhitaryan. Here's Zielinski. Luis Enrique. And it's Zielinski.